For decades now, Kenya's tax system has largely revolved around people with formal jobs, those with employers, monthly payslips and PAYE deductions. But today's economy looks different. Millions of Kenyans earn a living through the digital economy. Increasingly, the government wants to bring more of these workers into the tax net as it seeks to expand the country's tax base. But if more Kenyans are expected to contribute to public revenue, are they also receiving the same protections that traditional employees take for granted? To unpack the changing world of work, taxation, and the growing debate of what the social contract should look like in modern Kenya. For generations, employment followed a familiar pattern. You got a job, you reported to one employer, your employer deducted taxes, remitted your pension contributions, and ideally ensured you were covered by labor laws and workplace protections. That model still exists, but it no longer describes how millions of Kenyans earn a living. 10 years ago, work was a place you went to. Today, for many Kenyans, work is something you carry in your pocket. Digital platforms have made it easier than ever to connect workers with opportunities. A domestic worker can find a client without walking from estate to estate. A driver can receive passengers through an app. A handyman can advertise services on social media. The convenience is undeniable. But while the nature of work has evolved rapidly, are the systems designed to protect workers keeping up?
Much of today's digital economy lies on the shoulders of people we call platform workers. Think of drivers on platforms like Uber, Bolt, riders on platforms like Glovo, data labelers, content moderators who keep our online spaces safe. These are people we call platform workers. For the last few years, these platform workers have been fighting things like exploitation, punitive output quotas, surveillance, algorithm management, just to mention but a few.
Most pension systems assume you have one employer making regular monthly contributions on your behalf. But what if you're a domestic worker serving 4 households every week? Or a construction worker moving from one project to the next? Or a ride-hailing driver whose income changes every day? Should access to social protections depend on having one employer, or should it follow the worker wherever work takes them?
Kuna platform workers like myself, tuko wapi? Platform work is in the middle. What does the law say about us? Does the law protect us? Does the law shield us from harm, from exploitation?
For millions of Kenyans, these are no longer workplace issues, they are workforce issues.
If you move this conversation to the digital apps, you have a lady who is, registering herself on an app. And through that app, she's seeking for, cleaning services or gardening services, and then she gets matched to a prospective client. Now, the algorithm has matched her, right? It's going to see this as a transaction. But at the end of the day, if the same platform is tabulating how much this lady has earned because of her domestic work that she's provided to multiple households, and say she reaches the tax liability, is there a tax record that goes to the tax administration? Is she able to claim the taxi or the bus expenses or the telephone expenses that she's incurred to be able to move from her house to the client's home? Can she use that as deductible expenses? She can't. So that's my point, that the tax system has rendered workers fiscally invisible.
The changing nature of work isn't just raising questions about employment, it's also reshaping how governments think about taxation.
We are getting more Kenyans do business. We will be in a position to expand our tax base.
The thinking is straightforward. If more people are earning an income, then more people should contribute to public finance. But taxation is only one side of the relationship between the citizen and the state. The other is protection. And so if government is becoming better at recognizing gig workers and the informal sector as taxpayers, is it also becoming better at recognizing them as workers who deserve protection?
Where the conversation about state and society starts from. So the social contract is whereby we agree to pay to the state taxes in return for social services, for public infrastructure, and general protection. So there's a duty that the citizens owe to the state, and there's a duty that the government owes to the citizens. That's the social contract.
Bolt driver may own the car, but the platform influences pricing, ratings, visibility, deactivations. Someone who works as a data labeler may own their laptop, but the platform through which they get work or they get gigs influences or controls their tasks, controls their payments. So workers are often treated like employees when it comes to control, but treated like independent contractors when it comes to their rights.
Millions of Kenyans today are earning a living in ways that didn't exist a generation ago. The question now is whether our labor laws and social protection systems can keep up. Because in the end, decent work isn't just about earning an income. It's about making sure that no matter how you earn a living, the system works for you too. Michelle Ngele, Odhiambo, NTV.